Okay, so this semester we were introduced to a lot of tools that integrate technology in the classroom, and the first tool I want to talk about is Voki. Voki is a website that allows you to create speaking avatars. You can embed these Voki characters into your classroom page or through email to your students, or you can just share the link directly to your students so they can go to the page. It's a great way to engage your students. In the standard, I feel that this project demonstrates is standard 5, which is designer. Uh, and it states that educators design authentic, learner-driven activities and environments that recognize and accommodate learner variability. More specifically, I feel that it falls under 5A, which states that educators use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. Why I feel it follows under that is because you're using these characters, these avatars, to make the content more personable to your students. Um, with that being said, there are strengths to the Voki avatar. Like all of these that I'm going to mention today, it is free. You can pay for upgraded versions, though, that offer more, but I think the free version suffices. And students will enjoy these avatars because they're colorful, you can have sounds and like dress them, and I think it's just visually appealing for all. With that being said, there are some weaknesses I found. Um, with the free version, like any other thing, there are limitations. Um, it is limited to the words that you can say. For instance, when we did this project, the first week of classes, we had to give a statement, and I feel that my statement could have been longer, but again, it's the free version, so I guess I didn't expect much. Um, Another thing, I feel like this is appealing to a younger crowd, not necessarily high school, but for sure middle school and elementary school, maybe ninth grade, but I think ninth grade tops. So I think this is definitely for younger children. But in ways I can see myself using this for teaching is I'm a social studies concentration. So one way I feel that I can use this is maybe creating a historical figure with the Voki avatar, and I can maybe create this said person, and uh, this person will state facts about themselves, and it's up to the students to uh, find out who it is, figure out who it is. A second way I can use this for teaching is that students can write an autobiography. What's really cool is, especially the students who are shy, they can do this in the privacy of their own home. They can type in what they want to be said, and they can create their own character. And the third is that they can use this to present research content. Students can research something in class, and they can use their Voki to present it. It's kind of a twist on giving just a presentation, getting up in front of the class. With this, you can have your own little character in their own little world, which I think is really cool. So basically, this is the website. You go on Voki.com, and you can go to create, make an account, and then you can use different characters. Gingerbread man, you can dress them, and you can you can give it a voice, you can type it, you can say what you want them to say, and different backgrounds. And basically, here is my Voki that I did in class.
Hello, my name is Rochelle Michalowski and my major area of study is social studies. I feel that technology is so integral in a student's education today.
So next we have the infographic, which is on Pictochart.com. It is a graphic visual representation of information, data, or knowledge intended to present quickly and clearly. Again, the standard for this I feel is most appropriate is 5, more specifically 5C, which states that educators explore and apply instructional design principles to create innovative digital learning environments that engage and support learning. The strengths that are included with this is that first and foremost, you can be as creative as you want. There are so many designs and fonts that can be used. Really, it's great for anyone to express any of their artistic ability. There's so much you can do. So, and another thing, like everything else in here, as I said, it is free. You can get, I believe you can get upgraded versions that you pay for with more to offer, but I honestly think with this free version, there's so much. I think it suffices. I think there's so much that it already offers you. Um, and like I said, it allows students to be creative. They can really just have a field day with this. I know I did when I did this project. For weaknesses, it can be time consuming. I know if you're like me and you're kind of a perfectionist, you want every little detail to be perfect, you may spend a lot of time on it, maybe more time than you should, so that is one downfall. Also, it may be hard to fit all of the information you need in it. Sometimes you can't get the full story you want, so you just do a watered down version, and it may not be up to maybe your teacher's standards. But I think that can be avoided, really. I think the teacher would be understanding if you were to create one about a topic that has such a lot of information on it. But for the classroom, I think it would be great to create infographics, like have students create it and then print them out. It would be fun to have students create their own on a certain topic. And I think it would also, I saw this, that it would be fun to spur a classroom debate. There are a lot of infographics I saw online that show different points of views on a certain topic. And I feel like we could find that, and maybe, like I said, social studies classroom, we could do like gun control, really just any controversial yet appropriate topic for the classroom. And this is it right here. And then the PictoChart I created was this. It was on QR codes. Like I said, here's the information. You can copy and paste photos and have statistics, and of course I have my citations right here. So yeah. Next we have the Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm actually using right now as we speak. Basically, it's a screen capture software that can be used to create video from your screen. Teachers can use this. It's great for short lectures or course tours. And what's great about it, it doesn't require any downloading software or installing software, how you have to download software, and that gets annoying because you have to update it. But no, this isn't like that. The standard I feel that this falls under is Standard 5 Designer, 5B more specifically. It allows educators to design authentic learning activities that align with content area standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize deep learning. With that being said, I feel like there are many strengths of this. Like I said, there's no like crazy download required. I think you have to download like one thing, but it's not, I don't know, it's not like how some other programs you have to get the software and all that. Again, it is free, which is great. And it's really easy to work with and navigate. There's nothing really too complex about it. And I think it's perfect for, let's say, a snow day or maybe student who's missing class. You can get your Screencast-O-Matic and get your lecture on that and show whatever students need to see that lecture. With that being said, there are weaknesses. I feel that after doing research, there are better alternatives. Some, again, you could pay for. Again, this is free, so there are going to be better options. But for this one, which I did notice, it doesn't allow full screen recording, so that might be a problem for some people. So there are limitations, and there's a time limit. There's a 15-minute time limit, which can be a problem for some people. But to use this in class, I feel like I could have students choose a topic and create their own Screencast-O-Matic. For instance, let's say we're discussing World War II. I can have they can be assigned a battle or an event that took place during World War II, and they can create their own Screencast-O-Matic about said battle, and we can present them to the class, and we can compare and make notes and any comments. And like I said before, another great way to use it in the classroom is if a student misses class, or if you have a snow day and you need students to do work, that would be great. Okay, and next we have assessments, and for this I chose Kahoot. Basically, Kahoot is a tool that is used for using. No, excuse me. It uses technology to administer quizzes, discussions, and surveys. It's a game-based classroom response system played by the whole class during real time. It uses multiple choice questions that are projected on the screen. Students can answer the questions with their smartphones, tablets, or computers. The standard this follows under is Standard 7B, which is educators use technology to design and implement a variety of formative and summative assessments that accommodate a variety of learner needs, provide timely feedback to students, and inform instruction. Like I said, this can be used to review students, they can review for a test, they can just practice questions they don't understand. With strengths, I feel like it can create healthy competition, which I think sometimes is needed in the classroom. Again, it helps students study, and it's very easy to engage because it's fun and it's different rather than taking a test on paper or a practice test. The only weaknesses I foresee happening is that because this is such a quick response game, there are students who have slower reaction times and they can't think of the answer in like a few seconds, so it could really affect them negatively. And to use this in the classroom, like I said, great to review material for a test. Students can create their own quizzes and quiz each other, and maybe even after a test, I could create a Kahoot with the most missed questions students missed, and we can review with that. Alright, next. Oh, well, this is the one I created, actually. I don't know if I can play it, but I created it on Frederick Douglass. And you can just go in and create your questions, and you can add photos. Yeah, it's really cool. And next we have QR codes. QR is short for Quick Response Code, which is a type of barcode that can be scanned by any electronic device or camera, iPad, cell phone, tablet. And the standard this follows under is Standard 6, Facilitator. More specifically, 6B, educators manage to use the use of technology in student learning strategies in digital platforms. Again, strengths, it is free, it saves paper, and they're really easy to make. Weaknesses is that not all students have a cell phone or a tablet, so that may be hard. And sometimes, maybe if you print them out, if the paper is messed up, they can be unreadable. And there are security issues. Maybe the transfer of data between two devices can lead to these issues. So before scanning a code, the scanner never really knows where the code is going to lead them. But this would be great to use for a scavenger hunt. Or you can place QR codes around the school, and you can use it for parents to scan, maybe to learn about that school, maybe, or for students, maybe on the first day of school, freshmen who don't know where they're going. Yeah, I think it's great overall. And you basically just put in a link here, and then you can create the code, and it comes up here, and you can copy and paste it wherever you want. Alright, lastly, we have word clouds. Word clouds are images composed of words and used in a particular text or subject. This follows under Standard 5A. It's easy to navigate. Again, it's free. It's good for visual learners. The only thing I just personally don't think there's a educational benefit. Okay, so for word clouds, you can copy and paste into, let's go with ABC. Yeah, there are many websites you can choose from, which is really cool. And basically, let's say we do the Declaration of Independence. Let's take this. You can just copy and paste here and create. And it's really fun, just, for visual learners.